In the beginning, there was a dinosaur called the body-on-frame SUV. Now, this monster did have a degree of off-road ability and lots of cargo space, but that's where its attributes ended. Today, there's the third generation X5M and X6M. They deliver much of the same ability, but with one massive twist: 600 horsepower. Well, that and the keen handling demanded of a proper M ride. As they're apt to say in Phoenix, there's a new sheriff in town and she sure walks with a big stick. Now, this is the third generation of the X5M, and as is to be expected, sharper exterior look, a much nicer interior, and of course it gets more power. As a package, well, it's pretty compelling. The massive air openings up front speak to the need to keep the 4.4 litre twin-turbo V8 cool when it's worked, and worked it was. It gives the driver access to 600 horsepower and 553 pound-feet of torque at 1800 RPM. Now, if enough is not quite enough, the competition model puts another 17 stallions in the corral. Either version delivers a thunderous turn of speed. Now, anything with an M badge has got to be very fast, and this competition is absolutely no exception to that rule. It'll get its riders to 100 kilometers an hour in 3.8 seconds, which is very good by any standard. However, that is not where this thing catches fire. It's through the mid-range. So much so, it was almost impossible to get an accurate 80 to 120 passing time. In the end, I'll peg it at about 2.4 seconds and let my smile speak for the rest. Now, this sweet engine drives all four wheels through an 8-speed automatic. In this application, xDrive normally sends the power rearwards, but when traction is required, it can send up to 50% of the drive forward. Now, there are also two different drive settings. Normal is aimed at delivering maximum traction across the board. Sport sends more power rearward more of the time, so you can hang the tail out pretty much at will. It does as well as it does in the M5 competition. Where the new M's defy logic is the manner in which they handle. These things are supposed to tiptoe through a corner, not attack them like a dog after a meaty bone, but that these two sure do. The M-specific adaptive suspension and active roll stabilization deliver a ride that's flatter than gravy on a plate, and it does not beat the riders up when you're cruising the highway. Throw in a sorted steering system and massive brakes, and you have one sweet package. While those old dinosaurs lumbered, these M's dance. It's as though BMW found a way of bending the laws of SUV physics. Now, the new X5M and X6M are significantly better. The power at play is mind-numbing, and the handling is as sharp as a brand new razor, and yet both bring real-world upscale luxury. In the end, the best way of thinking of this new duo is to look at them as being the M5s of the crossover world. I'm Graham Fletcher for Driving.ca.